Here we are, exciting week around here, Marathon Week. We're less than a week out now from the Bank of America Chicago Marathon, and more than 17,000 runners are going to choose to make their experience even more meaningful because they're running on behalf of a charity.
Yeah, this year's event is expected to raise more than $36 million for local, national, and global causes. That is a lot of money.
Way to go.
For one local participant, running for something bigger than herself has made the journey all worth it.
Through all aspects of my life, I enjoy the grind. I love having an end goal and working towards it. My name is Adriana Demos, and I'm running the Bank of America Chicago Marathon to show girls that no goal is out of reach. I'm running for the Epilepsy Foundation, having epilepsy as a kid, but then now running 26.2 miles. A lot of kids with epilepsy, they can't do that. Training for a marathon, running is like the easy part, and like people will laugh when I say that, but truly it's how are you feeling your body, how much sleep are you getting, all these aspects that go into it that people don't think about. That's the part where that discipline comes in. I had a hip surgery March 2024. I kind of knew I wanted to run the marathon the following year, but the only way to get there was to put in the work. How was I 2 years ago wrestling at the state tournament, and now I can barely move my hip? Just relearning how to walk again as well. You don't realize how lucky you are just to, run a mile until you can't. I wanted to wrestle when I was 5 years old, and my dad told me no because it was my brother's sport. My mom didn't want me to grow up and regret not doing something. When I started wrestling, I actually approached the middle school wrestling coach asking if I could wrestle. He said, "Are you sure you just don't want to be the manager instead?" For me in that moment, I knew that it wasn't just about wrestling. It was about wrestling for every other girl who was told she couldn't do something based on her gender.
Miss Teen Illinois International, Adriana Demos.
I did my first pageant when I was 13 years old. I ran for Junior Miss Lake County Fair Queen, and I won. It was like this big shock because I was always like a tomboy growing up. I didn't do any other pageants really until I was 17, and someone said, "Oh, you should run for Miss Teen Illinois International." And at this point, I'm wrestling in high school. That's where my, focus is. And I won, and it was just kind of like this crazy thing that I was Miss Teen Illinois while I took third at state for wrestling. So I'm having the best of both worlds in that. Having this platform to share my story in hopes of inspiring at least one girl. That's all, because if I do that, goal met. Beauty and strength aren't mutually exclusive, and they don't have to be. There's oftentimes girls have these huge goals and they're told that they can't reach them either based on their gender, their size, all these factors, and I don't think that's true. I think if you want something and you put the work in, you can achieve it.
Oh, she's a great example to young women everywhere. Go get it,
She's done so much. I'm like, what else?
I love that juxtaposition between a wrestler and a beauty queen.
Kidding.
You go, girl.